Somebody worth all your time. Somebody who can tell you the truth. Someone who loves you for you. Someone who knows.
In a relationship, is it necessary to check in with your partner? Common courtesy.
It's a good question. I mean, I think it's okay. You know what I mean? Like if they want, like when you say check in, like can you be more specific when you say check in?
Let the people know.
I don't know if this makes me sound crazy or not, but if you're getting off work, let me know when you get off work if you're working overtime. Because I know you get off at 3, right, but then you might be staying over, or you might get off at 3 at certain days. But is it okay for you? You think it's wrong to say, hey, baby, I just got off of work. I'm about to chill at home.
No.
I'm about to get off work. I'm about to do this, but to do it every day, is that?
You know what? I think, to me, this every guy's different. But when I get off work, let's say I work first shift, I think I want to call my woman when I get off work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, what you doing? Right. You know what I mean? She gonna be one of the first things I check on.
Right.
If it ain't, being a father checking on your kids,
right,
babe, what you doing? Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm about to. I think that's like natural.
That's natural.
But I think if you get off work and say, I don't want to call you, I don't want to be bothered with you, I think that's, even if you at work and had a bad day,
right,
first person you want to call is who? Your girl. You know what I mean? Tell her about your day. You had a good day, you want to tell her about your day.
Right.
So to get off work and just go somewhere and not tell her, especially, she concerned and she want to know what you're doing.
Right.
Now, I think it'd be different if it's on a weekend, it's like, 2 o'clock, where you at? 3 o'clock, where you at? 4 o'clock. I think that'd be different. But as far as after work, I think, yeah.
I just think that communication is always the key. I think, like you said, you've been at work all day, you haven't talked to your woman. If this is truly your woman, you should want to call her and let her know, yo, babe, I just got off work, I'm going to stop by the crib, shower, or whatever you're going to get into. It's just common courtesy. You get what I'm saying? And I just think that if you respect your woman, that's what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? A person's actions will always speak louder than their words.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we, oftentimes, when we care about somebody, want to be with somebody, we overlook those actions, and it winds up hurting us in the end. You know what I mean? I'm speaking from a person, I've done that, I've been in relationships, and that has happened to me. So a person's actions, whether how big or how small they are, you always got to pay attention to them. And you also got to have that limit to where I'm only, okay, if this continuously keeps happening, and I come to you and I talk to you about it, and it continuously happens, something's got to give.
When, say there's a guy blaming a female for being insecure, do they not realize they could be the reason that the female is being insecure? There's some people out there that are just insecure, period, because of their past, blah, 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 but did they ever think maybe they are the reason that their girl's insecure?
I mean, I think so, and I know this is a big topic, men cheating. You know what I mean? When a man cheats and a woman actually, takes the man back, she's automatically insecure. What are you doing? Where are you at? GPS on the phone.
Right.
All that crazy stuff.
Or vice versa.
Right, or vice versa, because we don't want anybody to get mad.
Because men do the same thing when they get cheated.
Right. So, I think that, but when a woman is insecure, like one of my friends I know is married. His woman is very insecure because he cheated on her. Okay. You know what I mean? So nothing he ever does is good enough. You know what I mean? And I remember I was having a conversation when I said it's like being at a job for 3, 4, or 5 years and you never get a raise. Why do your best? If you're always gonna be insecure and blaming me for everything and watching my every move, I might as well just cheat then. If you're gonna keep blaming me for doing it, then why just not do it? But a lot of dudes don't realize that that woman is like that because of them. But they need to take a step, reevaluate what they did wrong, and say, baby, listen, how can I fix it? Okay, whatever you want. You want the code, the social media, whatever you want.
That's what I feel. Like in a relationship, I think everything should be open. Passwords, everything. You shouldn't have.
You should never put your phone down.
Right.
You shouldn't like here. Like I said, one of the other relationships that I used to love, one of my friends, I used to call his phone when his woman used to pick up. Like, what up? Like, hey, what's up, world boy? I was just used to it because they got the same phone, so he might have hers, she might have his. So like, oh, well, tell him to call me. Oh, he got my phone, call the other phone. Okay, bet. Right. I thought that was cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's wonderful.
You can't be in a relationship, your phone down, password. Hey, babe, hey, tell him I'll call him back. Who is it? Who called him back? You know what I mean? So I just think that a lot of dudes just like, oh, she tripping. I only cheated on her 5 times. Man, so why she tripping? But some dudes just don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
If
But
you're
like you said-
constantly flipping your phone down, it's always on silent.
He said I cheated on her 5 times.
That's all. Only 5 times.
Right, just
She
5.
bugging, man.
I ain't doing 6.
And I could have too.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of dudes just don't get it.
Right. I really don't. Especially this day and age, it's hard to find men these days. And it's hard to find women. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people not being raised the right way. Whether it's mommy issues, you have a lot of men who have mommy issues. You have a lot of women who have daddy issues. You know what I mean? So I just think that it's hard. But when it comes down to insecurities in a relationship, you can't be in a point to where you holding this new person accountable for stuff that happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And if you in this new relationship and this person is making you feel insecure some way, it is their job, it is their duty to erase those feelings, you know, in any shape or form. You know, whatever you got to do, that man or woman needs to go above and beyond to do that. Because in a relationship, there should be no room for insecurities. Like y'all said, phones, passwords, everything should be an open book. And if it's not, if it's secrets, y'all not really in a relationship. Y'all really just in an arrangement.
Right.
Like, yo, T.O. Rock Solid not doing this.
I need you to give me that long style.
I'm Tyrone. The smoke is bad for you. I'm here to fuck your wife. Long.
You hit your friend up.
Right.
And you go over to that house and y'all hanging out and you become vulnerable because you confide in them about stuff your man is not doing, and then one thing leads to another. But if you in a relationship and I get cheated on and you just did it just because, then you didn't have no respect for our relationship or me.
Right.
You just did it just because. You didn't have no type of standards. You didn't care. So I think it's a difference when a person cheats and what type of insecurities is brought into the
But
relationship.
how can, like, when you say the insecurities, how can that be fixed? Like let's say that your woman cheats on you,
Right,
and you forgave her.
right.
You would be insecure if she's going out with her. Okay, let's say that she cheated. She was out with her right here.
Right.
So now let's say that you forgave her. Later on, she said, "I must go with Anna this weekend."
Then I can't say that I truly forgave her if I'm insecure.
Right.
That's what we.
So
really,
when she couldn't hang out with her anymore.
If you cheat, if I'm in a relationship and I say to myself, I forgive you, and we move on, there is no insecurities because the conversation, the communication has already been had. So if you say that you're gonna go out and hang with Anna and y'all going to the club or somewhere hanging out, and it's gonna be
Get
guys.
gangbanged or something like that.
No, because
You know how they
So I'm just saying, like, I gotta be able to trust that. Okay, it happened before, but I can't hold that against you. I gotta trust you. So sometimes with trust it's hard, but you have to give it. If you truly forgive that person, don't forgive them if you're gonna hold insecurities in your heart.
Like saying holding your phone close to you, or like say you left your laptop open and all of a sudden, say it's the husband's laptop, but he left it open and walked away, and the girlfriend came or wife came and started getting on it, and the husband started tripping like, "What are you doing? Why are you in my stuff?"
That's a form of insecurity, and
That's causing trust issues to.
That's what I'm saying. It's a form of causing trust issues between the woman because the laptop is there for use, so she should have been able to use it.
But she was logged into her Facebook, or he was logged into his Facebook.
And if he jumps to conclusion, that's a red flag. We gotta watch these red flags. We can't. When football, when a flag on the play, it's a penalty. You know what I mean?
Can't have too many penalties.
You can't have too many penalties. So we gotta look at these red flags. If he jumping up, he go to sleep with his phone clutched under his arm like this. He can't go in the bathroom without, you know what I mean?
And the person that's doing that should not be sitting there pointing the finger saying,
Right.
You're insecure because of your past. You, the one holding the phone, sleeping with your phone and everything, is causing that person to have trust issues.
Well, I know us as men, I'm not gonna sit here in front because I've used it. Us as men, we use that. You insecure. It's not me.
Right.
You. And men, if we see, we gonna throw something out there. We shoot our shot a lot, especially in relationships. If we throw our reel in the water and you bite on it, we gonna stick with it. You know what I mean? So, for example, if you hit your guy up and you find out that he been talking to this girl on Facebook, right? And you ask him about it, he be like, oh, that's a friend. And then you bite and say, oh, that's a friend, warrior friend. We're going to continue to go with it instead of coming out and being honest.
Be perfect. Just give me a purpose to love. I just want